already know this is Pawn, Drunk, Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, a.k.a. El Sazón, a.k.a. El Borracho. Look at here, y'all. Get your money. Get your money, and I'm talking about in reference to Gervonta Tank Davis. Get your money. Put butts in the seats. At the end of the day, if that's all it is, just remember, you won't have a legacy to stand on. Just remember, you won't have a legacy to stand on. Boxing is a short career. It's a short career. And I know that Gervonta Tank Davis, he's just saying what Leonard Ellaby is saying, or Floyd Mayweather is saying. But you got to remember one thing, Gervonta Tank Davis. Floyd Mayweather established a legacy. That's what he ain't telling you. Before Pretty Boy became Money Man, he established a legacy. But he ain't gonna tell you that. Keep on chasing the butts in the seats. Keep on chasing the Jake Paul talking point. But when all said and done, if it keeps going the way that you talking, meaning you don't want to fight the fight, you don't want to fight the undisputed lightweight, you telling the undisputed lightweight to come to you when he could sell tickets, you won't have a legacy to stand on. And look, this is coming from a fan of Gervonta Tank Davis ever since he was in amateurs. Respect, love his skills and talent. One of the beasts, I always said that the legacy fight for Teofimo Lopez was Gervonta Tank Davis. But now he's talking like, hey, he need to sell tickets and then come talk to me. Like if the people in the resume, in Gervonta Tank Davis' resume was actually selling tickets. Why you fought Mario Barrios? Why you fighting Rolly? In this stage of your career, in your prime right now, you're what, 27 years old? And there's people out there that's giving Gervonta Tank Davis a pass. But it is what it is. You don't want to stand on legacy. You're going to see. If you keep on doing what you're doing, Floyd Mayweather don't give a damn. You know why? Because he already had legacy. All that money talk that Floyd Mayweather was talking, and Leonard Ellaby, just remember that Floyd Mayweather had to work his ass off for that. He ain't came out as Money Man. He was Pretty Boy, turned into Money Man. Just remember that. Again, I want all fighters to get paid well, not to be taken advantage of in terms of their value. And I hope Gervonta Tank Davis getting paid well. I hope Devin Haney's getting paid well. Ryan, all these young fighters, Virgil Ortiz, all these young fighters get paid well because, of course, we understand the sport of boxing have been taking advantage of fighters for a long time. And yes, Floyd Mayweather had changed the game. Yet, he didn't change the game just for the value, just for the purses. But the reason why he was able to change the game the way he did, because he already established a legacy in fighting those type of fights. So, let's get this thing straight. The WBA mandated Rolly Romero to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. The interim became the #1 rated. You know, they took the interim away from Rolly Romero, and then they mandated the regular champion, which is Gervonta Tank Davis, to fight Rolly Romero. And the winner would be mandated to fight the super lightweight, WBA lightweight, in Teofimo Lopez. So what you going to do when you get ordered? You're going to take it a purse bid? You're going to drop your regular belt? You won't fight Teofimo Lopez because you don't feel like he put butts in the seats, yet you fight everybody else that never put really butts in the seats? I understand the talking point. I understand the narrative because, of course, he fought Lomachenko basically in a closed circuit because of the pandemic. He fought in MSG on the undercard of Bud Crawford versus the Mean Machine. But we all know if you was in New York City, that was a Teofimo Lopez crowd. If you was in New York City, Madison Square Garden that day, that was a Teofimo Lopez crowd. But, okay, he did $4.2 million with ESPN. He did, I believe, it cracked 1.2. It peaked at 1.2 million when he fought Richard Comey. But you don't think he puts tickets in the seats. And now it's everybody to make fun of because what happened to Triller. Cool. What about legacy, though? Because if that's what it is, if you want to fight dudes to have more followers, like a Devin Haney, maybe, because he said more followers. Devin Haney says more followers. Gervonta Tank Davis says you got to sell tickets, but y'all don't want no belts. I never hear y'all talking about that y'all want to be one of the greatest ever. And that's the difference between Teofimo Lopez and these guys. I think Gervonta Tank Davis came into the sport of boxing knowing and wanting the best and want to become the best, but I guess they alter his mind. And all I'm saying is Gervonta Davis, which is a great talent, got the potential to be a Hall of Famer, got the potential to be pound for pound top 5. You're going to need a legacy to stand on. Because the way they moving you, yeah, you're going to get money, and yeah, you're going to do your thing, and I hope that you invest it well. But by the time you retire, just look at look at Adrian Broner. And look at Adrian Broner fought fighters. He fought Mikey Garcia. He fought Sean Porter. He fought Marcos Maidana. He lost, but he fought him. He fighting Rolly Romero. And even though I like Rolly Romero on the way he talks shit, the self-promoting ways, I like Gervonta Davis too, but Rolly Romero is not even top 5 lightweight. But go ahead, put butts in the seats. We'll see after the career what legacy you're going to be standing on. Because at the end of the day, legacy will always reign supreme, y'all. Legacy will always reign supreme. And me, I'm always going to preserve the guy and the fighters, especially the fighters. I want to preserve the sport of boxing, every fighter, but I'm really going to hold up the guys that really will do something special, challenge themselves, accomplish something. I don't think Hall of Fame is knocking on your door right now, and now you're entering your prime. 27 is your prime. Let's see.